slick-talking guy. Listeners in his posse are the junkyard dogs. The SEC from Tennessee to calling them hogs. From Gainesville up to Lexington to the Tide and Tiger Land. Nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
It's the holiest day of the week, the Friday trifecta.
I mean, you ever get so emotional about something you can't even speak? You know what I mean? I mean, you're just so fired up for Football Friday. They get just so pumped up and almost kind of choked up. It's the greatest day of the sports week. The high holy day that is Football Friday. Bringing you football music throughout the show every Friday, all year round, including this little bit, the original Monday Night Football music from 1970. So good, man. I am so stoked. Fall is back in the air. The hoodie weather is back. Those of you that are watching on WZZN TV, you check out my brand new Buckhorn football hoodie. Unfortunately, the Bucs taking it on the chin last night down at Mountain Brook. More on that in a moment. But we have a monster Friday trifecta for you today. It is our first double bonus Friday trifecta of the season. You know how it gets. I get near the end of the season, I get a little giddy over here. Kind of lose my mind a little bit. It's our first double bonus trifecta. Scoring today is on the 1-3-5 method. I have 5 college football games in front of me. That's right, I said it. 5. I couldn't boil it down. 5. So here's how it works. You need to get the first 3 right to get your first trifecta point. To get your one trifecta point, it's a trifecta. Get the first 3 right. Now you're in a bonus territory. After you get the first 3 right, you can add either bonus game. If you get either bonus game right, you get an additional 2 points. That gives you 3. But what if you hit both bonus points? What if you hit both bonus games? What if you get all 5 games right? You get all 5 right, you're adding 2 more on top of it. That gives you 5 points in all. 1, 3, or 5 points. Get the trifecta, which is the first 3 games, get a point on the big board. Get either of the 2 bonuses, and you get 3 points. Hit both bonuses, you get 5 points in all. How great is that? And whoever has the most points this week will get the chicken as well, the Champy's chicken. I mean, it is outstanding. This is an incredible opportunity to close the gap.
I can assure you that the gap is closing.
On Kramer, who's kind of circling the drain right now. Kramer has gone suddenly cold. And this is an opportunity for you to make up some ground. So let's get it out there to you right now. Here are the first 3 games. You got to start by hitting these 3 games. Here are the first 3 games.
This is Alabama! Sweet home Alabama.
Minus 11.5 at Kentucky.
We need another punch in the mouth. We got one in the first half. Let's go up there, get punched in the mouth again, and see if we'll respond.
I just love the John Calipari cut. I mean, it's basketball season. And it's Kentucky. In our second game.
We are Auburn.
We are Auburn. And you are getting 2.5 at Arkansas.
Who big soy?
Well, Alabama, they can beat you before you ever run out on the field.
Sam Pittman's still concerned with Alabama. He's still worried about Alabama. And in the third game,
Joey Freshwater.
he gets 11.5.
They had 6 first-rounders. We had 2 draft picks.
At Georgia.
Do you think anything had to do with it, those beasts that Georgia has on their team? Just a little. Georgia's got pretty good players.
Pretty good. They got pretty good players. Bonus number 1. Tennessee.
I think when the rankings come out, I think Tennessee's going to be number 1.
Nah, I don't think so. Pretty sure they won't be. They are minus 1.5 at Missouri.
This is a cigar game. You win this one, you get to celebrate it.
You want to boo me? Fine. You don't boo the starting quarterback. It's bull crap.
I'm 40. I'm a man. Is this a cigar game? What, does everybody have a cigar game now? I mean, isn't that you stop with the cigar games. We got cigar game. Tennessee, Alabama, cigar game. Period. End of story. If they're all cigar games, Alabama would end up with emphysema. They can't all be cigar games. Cigar game. And in our second bonus, we leave the SEC.
It's a trophy game. It's a game that has a trophy associated to it, so.
I have no problem cheating. I'm not going to lie. We be playing for good money and bragging rights.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And so they're trying hard.
They're trying hard. They're trying hard. They're minus 4.5 at James Franklin and Penn State.
I'm standing here on the Thom Abraham patio.
There you go. The only way to play is by calling in or hitting the text window. And hour number 1 is wide open. I'm a little disconcerted right now. There's somebody behind Grizz. I'm looking through the window. I see somebody behind Grizz, and it's like a little bit disconcerting. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I think it's my broadcast partner for Friday Night Football. I think. I'm not sure. It's like throwing me off my game a little bit. I see him in the window right there. Only way you can get in is by calling in or hitting the text window. And hour number 1 is wide open for you. Your call-in number is 256-576-4977, or you can text the show at 732-9TA-SHOW. That's 732-982-7469. Those are the only 2 ways you get in. Now, that text window will remain open right up until kickoff tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. My X feed is at Thom Abraham Show, where it's posted, and you can see it there. The station's feed is at 97.7 ESPN. Facebook is 97.7 ESPN. You can find a link there to our YouTube channel, WZZN TV. And when we go to the 2-shot, you might see somebody hovering in the back of the control room. I'm not sure if that'll be the case or not. Well, we'll see. You need to get our app. Get the app, search it in your store, get your app so that you have all our alternate streaming channels for more great programming. 4 more channels there on the app. Tonight, UAH basketball gets going on the Zone 3. Moulton is in Florida with the team. They are at Barry University tonight. More hockey coming up on Zone 5 with Austin Coletti. The Havoc won their first 3 games of the season, lost their last 3. You get back on a winning track. Madison Academy is on Zone 2 with Joe Abraham and Glenn Laird on that game on the air. The one that's on the air is the Randolph game. Randolph is hosting Corner. I got to be totally honest with you. I've lived here for 20 years. I don't think I've ever heard of Corner. What the hell is Corner? I mean, is it like at a corner of a street somewhere? What is Corner? I hope Corner's not listening right now on their way up to play Randolph, and they're like, oh, the radio guy's dissing us. I just don't know. Corner? I got to look it up. That game will be on the air with Bandyman and Drew DeArmond. Bandy, after a touchdown, those are extra points, not field goals. I just thought I would tell you that. Just want to throw that in there. That game will be on the air. So when I say we are your home for everything, I mean pretty much everything. After all of that, it's the Woody Anderson Ford Scoreboard Show powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission. And that'll be hosted by Scott Tyson and Chad Gwathney. Will be in there helping with that. Coming up at the top of the one, Lee Sterling is back from ParamountSports.com to look at the big games for this week. Another horrific Thursday night game last night. The Bears win it with 295 yards of offense. The Panthers could only muster 213 yards, including a paltry 43 yards on the ground. The Bears were trying to figure out throughout the game. See, the Bears hold the Panthers' first-round pick, and the Panthers are now 1-7. The Bears are 2 whatever. So the Bears like, wait, if we lose this game, we have a higher draft pick. No. Wait, if we beat the Panthers, we get their draft. Now that's a higher draft pick. I think the Bears have 2 and 4 now, something like that. I can't believe Al Michaels didn't just retire on the spot last night. And to add injury to insult, the Bears showed up in those garish orange jerseys and helmets. What the heck is that? Oh, Dick Bucket's got to be rolling over in his grave. You kidding me? Who thought that was a good look for the monsters of the Midway? And the Senior Bowl just got a whole lot sexier. The NFL has changed the rule to now allow any draft-eligible player to participate in the All-Star game. Top 10 projected picks in the USA Today Sports latest mock draft are all underclassmen. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Marvin Harrison, Brock Bowers, Keon Coleman. These guys are all underclassmen. Will these type of players risk injury to play in the Senior Bowl? I mean, this becomes even better than the Combine. I always said, I thought we'd have the Combine, and then at the end of the Combine, we should have like a game. Well, that's about what this is now. For the past few years, fourth-year juniors who had graduated have been allowed to play, but this opens it up to basically everyone who's eligible for the draft. So it's not the Senior Bowl anymore. It's just it's just the All-Star game. So the question on the table is, should they change the name of the Senior Bowl? If you can have underclassmen in this thing now, do you just go ahead and change the name of the Senior Bowl? I put up a poll question to that effect. With all draft-eligible players now allowed in the, quote, Senior Bowl, should we change the name? You can leave your suggestions at in the comments. Right now in the early voting, 54% say no, tradition rules. 45% say yes, it makes no sense now. So react to that if you want to react to that. Over there in the little glass room with the slanted ceiling, playing the Platters That Matter and the Stacks of Wax and answering the phones and living large and in charge, even with somebody hovering over his shoulder. It's DJ Grizzy Grizz.
Who in the blue hell are you?
I'm the producer of the show. If I didn't step up, you're nowhere. I put the thing together on a spit and polish. Brilliant!
I've got $100 smoking in my billfold. I know I ought to save it, but it's burning a hole. Right through my pocket and into my skin. Come Monday morning, I'll be broke again. It's finally Friday, I'm free again. I got my motor running for a wild weekend. It's finally Friday, I'm out of control. Forget the working blues and let the time roll.
Down goes Grissom.
Someone call someone because there's a cleanup on aisle 3 as a man is down.
It's like taking poison, like rat poison.
It's not St. Patty's Day, so that's a different day entirely.
Now, look, Grizz, I know that corner's a good team, and Randolph's going to have their hands full. I get that, 9-1, third in the region, and I get all of that. The question is, who the hell is corner? I mean, I'm not being funny either. I'm like, did you ever hear of corner? Where are they from? Corner or what?
It's in Warrior, Alabama.
Where?
Warrior, Alabama. So probably a little.
Warrior.
Yeah, Warrior. Yeah. I
stopped at Warrior, Alabama, and got the. They got the best in Warrior, Alabama. They got the best area where you would stop. They've got a McDonald's, a Sonic with a new look. Sonic. They got a Wendy's. They got a what do you call that thing? The Mexican restaurant, Taco Bell. They got a Taco Bell, and they've got the bagel place. What do you call it? Dunkin'.
Is that Cracker Barrel?
Donuts.
Is Taco Bell really a Mexican restaurant?
I think it's a Mexican restaurant, is what it is. What is this, Producer's Day on the show? It's John Boy Dewey
Taking
McGool.
over.
You know the great thing about Corner, Alabama, it's always 90 degrees there.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
I got it. That's good. See, that's good. That's what John Boy Dewey McGool would bring
I'm a math
to the
genius.
show. Okay, so it's in Warrior. Does anybody know why it's called Corner? Seriously, has anybody heard of this? You two guys have lived here longer than me, and I've been here a long time. Did you really even? So you've heard of Corner before this game? You knew that there was a corner.
The only thing I know about Corner, we took my Uncle James there when he passed away. I mean, that's all I know. I'll be honest with you, I'd never heard of it.
So Corner is a town. It's not the name of the school. It's not like Corner because it's at the corner of 5th and Main or something. Corner is it's the name of the town, Corner?
I'm efforting that to see what we got. So
I wonder if it's like a in the corner of the county. And they said, "Wait, let's call this town Corner because we're in the corner of this county over here by Warrior." Grizz, you said Warrior, right, Grizz?
Yes.
So
yes, Warrior, Alabama.
So it's in the town of Warrior.
Technically Warrior, Jasper Road, and it's in Dora, Alabama.
Yeah, so I'm looking at here, Grizz. So Corner, Alabama, zip code 35180.
So it's a town.
Yeah, local businesses that you may want to take
Corner,
a look at. You've got Pickle Plumbing. Yeah,
if you're in a pickle, you call Pickle Plumbing. Here, I got the commercial for Pickle.
Corner,
if you're in a pickle, call Pickle Plumbing.
So Corner is in. Well, it says it on Max Preps. It's in Warrior, Alabama, but on the website it says it's in Dora, Alabama. Okay. It's in the northwest corner of Jefferson County, surrounded by Walker and Blount counties in the community called Corner.
So it's a community.
That's
so
the high school. That's the high school.
Right. How can a town be in a town? How can is it Corner, Alabama? If it's Corner, Alabama, they can't be in Warrior or in some other county or town. Anyway.
It's down there somewhere.
What is their nickname? Are they the Corner Squares? Are they the Corner... Are they what are corner dunces? What are
corner bracket, corner table?
Corner table? Corner tables? Is that what they are?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's an odd name.
I took my dead grandpa to the corner.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I was like, we got those up here.
I don't think that's what it means.
I don't either.
I'm going to go out on a. What are you doing, by the way? Oh, you're dropping off the gear?
Dropping off the equipment, so I figured I would just,
hang out
and hijack the show.
On a serious note, since the schools are all celebrating Veterans Day today, all right? And so I want to thank you, John Boy Dewey McGoo, for your service in the Air Force.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you for your service. And I also want to thank you for getting your head handed to you by Army. I mean, what was that all about as an 18-point favorite?
Listen, and if you don't bring that up to a particular handicapper, I'm going to be a little disappointed in you. Yeah, someone had that as their lock of the day Saturday.
Well, we don't want to embarrass the guy, but we just might want to ask him about
it.
How it went. Crawdaddy must have been out of his mind. Grizz, did you listen to the Crawdaddy show at all on Wednesday night?
Yeah, no, I was here for at least a segment and a half. No, it was actually a really good show.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Went too crazy. Went too crazy.
You said it with surprise in your voice.
No, I'm talking about like just everything around it. The Joe Ross. You had Thom Chapman from Nick's Ristorante, and then Joe Ross from Higher Echelon. So it was really cool to see them and talk to them and beforehand. And yeah, no, it was a really good show.
Now is Chapman? He's not an Army guy, is he?
He's
is he former Army or is he
National
just
Guard?
He was National Guard.
National
Guard. So he has some hook that way. I thought he was maybe just.
Right. He'll probably call me and text me and say that you're wrong, but I think it was National Guard, I believe.
I thought he was just a place where Crawdaddy went to drink. I wasn't sure if there was an actual, some kind of an actual tie there. Grizz, somebody wanted in the Friday trifecta for the bonus. They wanted a yes or no whether or not Olivia Whitmere would go out with you if you asked her. Make that like an extra part of the. Yeah, make that like an extra part of the bonus here.
He's answering phone calls now, like he couldn't hear you.
Yeah, it was my cousin. Yeah, my cousin Vinny was the one that asked that question. My cousin Vinny said, for the Friday trifecta, you should put line odds that Olivia will say yes if Grizz asks her out.
I think it would be great to see a couple nice young Utes going out.
Yeah.
Problem
is
that's
that
what your cousin Vinny would say. Yeah, a couple of nice Utes.
The problem is I think Grizz wants to go out with Greg Scrooge more than he wants to go out with Olivia Whitmere, which, you know what I mean? I'm not 100% sure. Now, see what he's doing right now as we look at him through the window. John Boy Dewey Magoo, former producer of the Thom Abraham Show. See what he's doing? He has to spend a lot of time talking to the callers because they want to talk to him. He hasn't mastered that deal where Thom Abraham Show will be with you in a minute.
Yeah, who's
Click.
this?
Yeah, who's this? Click.
I'm also getting facts too to reiterate.
You tell them they can say that on the air.
We got full lines too. I'm trying to keep it quick. That's all.
So Grizz,
turn into NPR again.
My cousin Vinny says you should put a line on the odds of whether Olivia will say yes if Grizz asks her out. That should be in the trifecta. Yes or no if Grizz asks Olivia Whitmere to have lunch with him.
It could be a poll question.
It could be a poll question. Or we can have another poll question. Would Grizz rather have lunch with Greg Screws than Olivia Whitmire? Is it Whitmire or Whitmere? How do you say it, Grizz? You know her well. How do you
Whitmire.
Is it Whitmire? See, Grizz knows how to say her name even.
Well, that's a good start.
That's a good job.
That is a good start.
All right, John Boy, it's good to hear you in my ear.
Yeah.
Off camera. You're not on camera. Just me and Grizz are on camera.
Yeah, I didn't have his camera ready. I unplugged it, and I didn't have it ready, so I had to turn it back on.
He's like the Wizard of Oz. We just heard his voice in the bass.
No, he came around the corner, and I heard somebody come up the stairs, and I'm like, is someone here? And then I turned around and got ready for the show, and then I turned around again, and he came around the corner like Slender Man, and I like freaked out. No, it was like a jump scare in a movie. I mean, it's a little spooky. It was wild.
Yeah. A little scary.
It's okay.
All right, let's get a break in here. When we come back, Chris says the phones are full. Okay, all right, I understand. When we come back, all phones. We just go to you guys, and we'll lock and load. 256-576-4977. As we start taking calls, lines will open up, and you can go ahead and jump in. I'm Thom Abraham. This is 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The kitchen is the heart of any home. It's where the family gathers. It's where kids discover old recipes and make them their own. Just starting out or just now getting started on the dream kitchen you've always wanted?
I'm Chris Haygood, and from all of us here at Bob Wallace Appliance to the home builders and the homeowners of the Huntsville area, a heartfelt thank you for buying local. We're in Huntsville, Florence, and Coleman, and online at bobwallaceappliance.com.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Do you have discomfort in your legs? Varicose veins can affect not only how your legs look, but how they feel. Symptoms of varicose veins include pain, swelling, aching, heaviness, and fatigue. Dr. Tracy Lowry of Best Vein Care of Huntsville can diagnose and treat your varicose veins with the latest minimally invasive techniques. Diagnosis and treatment is covered by most insurances. Call 256-715-7151 to schedule your free screening. Go to bestveincarehuntsville.com.
Have a drink at the Open Bottle, a copious selection of wine, spirits, and craft beer from around the world. They've got a full bar, wine by the glass, craft cocktails, premium bourbon, 48 specialty beers on tap, and a smart staff with hustle. There's an expansive, comfortable patio with a brand new performance stage and live music every night from local artists like Lamont Landers, Rob Aldridge, and James Urban. There's space for your next celebration or corporate event. The Open Bottle on Highway 72 near Slaughter Road intersection in Madison.
Injured in a car accident? Get the help you need. I'm Morris Lilienthal, a personal injury lawyer right here in Huntsville. I've personally helped over 4,000 clients with their injury claims.
My firm, Martinson & Beeson, has been helping clients for over 80 years, and we have received over 300 5-star Google reviews. We know that injuries and accidents can be life-changing, and I'm here to help you navigate the entire process. Get in touch with me right now by visiting morristheattorney.com. There's no charge for our meeting. Again, that's morristheattorney.com. I look forward to helping you.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by the lawyer.
If you work in a dangerous or logistically intense industry, you know good training can be a challenge. There are training costs, safety concerns, and difficulty replicating real-world scenarios. There's a better way used right now in the Army and in all our armed services to better prepare our heroes, and it's available to you in your organizations. Higher Echelon's Game Development Team is revolutionizing learning in military training, dangerous industry, STEM, and sports performance domains with cutting-edge virtual training that immerses you in lifelike scenarios without the cost and safety concerns for trainees. With Higher Echelon's game-based training, you'll experience realistic simulations, precision accuracy, and unparalleled safety. Higher Echelon founder Dr. Joe Ross is retired Army who played and later coached for the cadets and puts that experience to use. His team has been building cutting-edge virtual training environments for soldiers and clients for a decade. Higher Echelon, the name you can trust for advanced training solutions. Reach out at higherechelon.com to get your free consultation. Go higher and go Army.
I want to thank you.
Thank you for making us your #1 choice for sports talk in North Alabama.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Welcome back. Thom Abraham Show on a Football Friday in the Doghouse. This first segment is brought to you by Pond Hockey Giordano. If you've been hurt in a work injury or a motor vehicle injury or some fall accident, or if you've just been hurt at work, call my friends at Pond Hockey Giordano. Not just excellent attorneys, but true advocates who will fight for you and know the ins and outs of the legal game. It's Pond Hockey. For personalized and dedicated legal support, reach out to Pond Hockey at 855-774-3838. That's 855-774-3838 or pondleehockey.com. So the Corner Yellow Jackets have a very cool uniform, black over black. They won't be wearing black today because they're at Randolph. The black helmet with a black C on the side with gold trim. They are the Yellow Jackets. They have a decent-sized stadium, 3,500-seat stadium. I went to look for their stadium, and I corner football stadium, and all I got was images of corner kicks in soccer. They kept showing the corner of a soccer field. Come on, man. My little Facebook page. College ready, career ready, confident citizens. It's the 3 C's of Corner High School. So there we go. Thank you to all the people who sent me in the text window, who sent me information about Corner. Where we're at, where it's at, what county it's in, and everything else. So a bunch of guys responded to that. Appreciate that. All right, let's start. Did John Boy Dewey Magoo leave, or is he still hanging out?
He's gone. Yeah,
okay.
He has to do some stuff.
Yeah, that's it. It's in and out.
Some stuffs.
He has to get in and out.
Yeah, he just had to scare me. Yeah, and then leave.
Do I have anything that looks like a call screen here? All right, we're going to start with Paulie.
I think so. Yeah.
We're going to start with Paulie, right in the order of the longest wait.
How's Paulie? Oh, Paulie, won't see him no more.
Paulie, welcome to the show. How are you?
How you doing, Tom? I am ready for the bonus weekend for points.
Guess who I've been texting back and forth with on the Facebook in the last couple of days? Gene the Master.
I was just going to say Gene the Master.
Yeah, Gene the Master's his daughter is now like an influencer in Brooklyn, New York, and she goes around Brooklyn and she shows all these scenes of Brooklyn and everything else. When I knew her, she was a 15-year-old kid, and now she's like 36-year-old woman, and she's running all over, doing it's pretty cool stuff.
Well, good for her.
Yeah, it is good. All right, you ready?
I am ready.
Alabama minus 11.5 at Kentucky.
Well, I'll take Alabama.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Nick Saban there singing Sweet Home. Auburn plus 2.5 at Arkansas.
I have to take Arkansas.
Who big soy?
That's what they say when they release the pigs. Ole Miss gets 11.5 at Georgia.
Wow. I have to take Georgia.
Georgia's got pretty good players.
Tennessee in the first bonus -1.5 at Missouri.
I'll take Tennessee.
I think when the rankings come out, I think Tennessee's going to be number one.
Yeah, no, not much. And in the second bonus, Michigan -4.5 at Penn State.
They should cover. Penn State ain't the way it used to be. They should cover that.
Michigan should cover the 4.5?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And so they're trying hard.
All right, Paulie, we got you in, brother.
All right, Dolphins got a bye week. Hopefully they'll get stronger, healthier, and all I need them to do is go 6-2 in the next 8 games, or even 5-3.
5-3 will win the division.
They win the division, and then cha-ching, I'll have $1,000 waiting for me in Vegas.
Now, what were the odds on that going in? What did you get them at?
You put 100, you get a plus 550, I think it was.
They were plus 550 to win the division?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize they were that much of a long shot. Wolverine Dan only got the Detroit at like plus 140.
Remember, the minute Aaron Rodgers was named the quarterback, everybody and their grandmother was putting money on the Jets because their odds were lower than the Dolphins. They jumped the Dolphins. It was like Dolphins were like,
And the Bills were still the favorite, so the Dolphins were the third pick. The Bills were the favorite, so that's a good job, man. If you got them plus 500, that's excellent. You got a great chance to cash that ticket.
I'll look at the ticket again. I want to say it's like 550. I got it in my lockbox here, but
yeah.
And plus, they win 4 more games. Cha-ching! I get 180. They were plus 180 to beat 9.5 wins.
Yeah.
So,
that's going to happen. Yeah, that's a good hit by you. All right, Paulie, appreciate you. Have a great weekend.
Later.
The Phillip is up next. Phillip, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I am fantastic.
What happened to Buster?
Buster who?
The dog.
Buster's dead. You
Did he get hit by a car or
no? Troy just said Buster's no longer with us. So that's take it for what it means. But I know that David Moulton put himself in a real pickle because he was asking about Troy's dead dog, and I don't think Troy was real happy with him about having to bring it up. The dog, because Troy cries when he talks about his daughters. How do you think he feels about Buster the Bulldog?
So here's the complete story, briefly. Former President George W. Bush hangs out at Troy's house. And he loved Buster. He was playing with Buster. And after dinner, he was playing with Buster even more, and he wanted to take a picture. And Buster was not cooperating. So he said, "Hey, Troy, send me a good picture of Buster." Troy did. 2 weeks later, Troy receives a portrait painted by former President George W. Bush of Buster.
Wow.
With a lovely note, and that is hanging in Troy's home office.
So he's got that. He's got the picture of Buster, maybe with a little crossover because Buster's in dog heaven, and so he can remember Buster by the picture. All right.
Just man,
your name went across Troy Aikman's phone because David blamed it on you. He said the Phillip in Virginia wanted to know about Buster, so Troy is now aware of you. Just so you know.
Oh my goodness gracious! He is so inspirational.
Yes,
he's so. You got to get him on the show, dude. Before I die.
Okay.
You got to get him on the show.
Maybe when the season's over, things slow down a little bit. We'll grab him.
He seems so accessible. And I learned that the way that I learned that was the YouTube video that I sent you that I'm sure you haven't watched. You still probably haven't watched. Dancing with Wolves. But that is at the George W. Bush Center with an audience. I mean, there's a bunch of people there.
Well, I saw some of that one.
Podcast.
Yeah, I watched some of that one. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah. All right, are you going to make picks here or what? I got like a full bank of calls. All right, Alabama is minus 11.5 at Kentucky.
You're killing me with all these college games because I don't know college football, but I'm going to say Roll Tide.
Roll all over their ass.
Auburn is plus 2.5 at Arkansas.
Auburn.
We are Auburn.
Ole Miss is plus 11.5 at Georgia.
Ole Miss.
They had 6 first-rounders. We had 2 draft picks.
First bonus,
only
Tennessee.
Only because you won't do the Ray Charles thing that I asked you to do. I'm going Ole Miss.
Okay. I like Ole Miss in that game, too, with the points. Not the win, but the points. Tennessee in the first bonus, minus 1.5 at Missouri.
Tennessee.
I can assure you that the gap is closing.
And in the second bonus, Michigan minus 4.5 at Penn State.
My heart, my head. I'm going Penn State.
I'm standing here on the Thom Abraham patio.
All right, we got you in, man. Have a wonderful weekend. All right.
Peace out.
Redneck Romeo is next. Romeo, welcome to the show. How are you? Redneck Romeo.
Hey, how are you doing, Tom?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Hey, I'm awesome. Hey, you were talking about Corner a while ago? You haven't done a reason why. Yeah.
Yeah, Corner High School in I guess it's in Corner, Alabama, or it's in Dora, Alabama, or it's in Warrior, Alabama.
It's on the corner of Walker and Jefferson County.
All right.
Yep. The Eagles they used the Arizona Winslow, but they started to use that.
Well, they are on their way as we speak to Randolph High School for a playoff game tonight, and we'll see how that all goes with the Raiders taking on the Yellow Jackets.
I went to my Hall Tech and looked at that. They was picking upsets, and they are picking Corner to beat Randolph tonight.
What's the line in the game? Do you know?
10.
10? Yep. Corner's favored by 10?
No, Randolph's favored by 10.
Oh, Randolph is favored by 10. Yeah, I was going to say. Wait a minute. I think Randolph wins. I don't think they covered a 10, but they'll win.
Yeah. They're just picking upset in the game.
Yeah.
I am ready to pick them.
Bama minus 11.5.
Kentucky.
Ooh.
We need another punch in the mouth.
All right. Auburn plus 2.5.
Arkansas.
Who big soy?
Ole Miss plus 11.5.
Ooh, I hate doing this. But Georgia.
Georgia's got pretty good players.
Sure do. Tennessee minus 1.5 in the first bonus.
It's all going to fall down. We're going to Missouri this week.
You want to boo me? Fine. You know, boo the starting quarterback.
Yeah,
it's bull crap.
Bull crap. Be booing. All right, and in the second bonus, Michigan minus 4.5 at Penn State.
The Spies. I'm picking the Spies.
Yeah, you're picking Michigan minus 4.5, or Penn State plus 4.5.
I'm picking Michigan.
Are you taking Michigan?
I have no problem cheating. I'm not going to lie. We be playing for good money and bragging rights.
Yeah. You got him, Romeo.
Have a good one.
You too. Appreciate you. Redneck Romeo. Up next is Buckeye Jim. Buckeye Jim, welcome to the show. How are you? Okay, he's gone. LSU Lynch is up next. LSU Lynch was at the hockey game last night where the Havoc dropped their third straight game. We got to get that straightened out, right?
I think it's 4. And look here, I'm just gonna have to start drinking Bloody Marys like Greg Scrooge right now. I mean, Havoc. Let's take off the Battlestar Galactica helmets, okay? The refs, you suck. Coaching sucks. They suck. I mean, it all sucks right now. But anyway, it's Friday day. Let's get with it.
Bama is minus 11.5 at Kentucky.
Let's go, Bama.
Sweet home Alabama.
Auburn plus 2.5 at Arkansas.
I'm on. Let's take the Piglet.
Who big soy?
Ole Miss is plus 11.5 at Georgia.
Come on, Lane.
They had 6 first-rounders. We had 2 draft picks.
Tennessee is minus 1.5 at Mizzou.
Missouri.
This is a cigar game. You win this one, you get to celebrate it.
He bought 150 cigars. And Michigan minus 4.5 at Penn State.
Wolverine Dan.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And so they're trying hard.
Look here, let me say this. The only thing I'm winning at is losing. You hear me? And I mean that as a joke. It's funny to me. You hear me? But look here, I am a Cherokee redneck U.S. Air Force combat veteran.
Oh, are you?
Thank all of y'all for thanking us. This is the greatest week ever. I'll be at the parade, my spot for 20 years tomorrow, right there, where where 48 is, right there. And man, just thank all. I just want to say thank you to my brothers and sisters and everybody. This is the best week. Thank you for the show, Tom. Y'all have a great weekend.
All right. Thank you for your service as well, and all of you out there that are veterans, and we're in a very strong military area. And speaking of veterans, how about Keith, the Michigan fan, another veteran that we thank for his service. Keith, welcome in. How are you?
Doing all right, big dog. All right. Let's get these picks.
All right. Alabama, you've never picked in your life, minus 11.5 at Kentucky.
I'm going with the points. You know, I finally got on your board. I got 1 point because I would not pick Alabama last week.
Yeah.
Other than that, I would have had them all.
You might have you might have done some damage if you.
I can't pick the evil ones.
Yeah, I thought you had more than 1 point, but maybe not. Maybe you just got the 1 point.
No, I just got one.
All right.
Joseph to the 5. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Auburn, they get 2.5 at Arkansas.
Auburn.
We are Auburn.
Ole Miss is plus 11.5 at Georgia.
I'm going to go with the points there.
You're going to take the point.
Joey Freshwater.
Joey Freshwater. You get his
taking
points.
The point.
Tennessee is minus 1.5 at Mizzou.
Missouri they playing pretty good. I'm going to go with Missouri.
This is a cigar game. You win this one, you get to celebrate it.
Yeah.
I like Tennessee, but Missouri, they playing pretty good.
I'm worried about their dauber after getting beat last week by Georgia. They might be down a little bit. I don't know. But
or they
we'll see.
might want to show everybody else that, they're on their way up.
It's their only cigar game, too, I guess, against Tennessee. And your Michigan Wolverines, minus 4.5, with or without their coach. There's supposed to be an announcement this afternoon, but they're minus 4.5 at Penn State.
Well, with or without the coach, Michigan will win.
It's a trophy game. It's a game that has a trophy associated to it. So.
Well, they cover the 4.5. That's the key.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was telling my buddy up in Detroit, I think it's going to be a close first half. And then, as we've been doing all year, third quarter, shut them down, and we'll win by at least 2 touchdowns.
I tell you what, if you're James Franklin and Penn State, they're the last thing they want is to get news that Jim Harbaugh is suspended for this game. I mean, that just adds more, just fans the fire for Michigan. And I bet James Franklin would just wish that this was not getting all the attention that this game is getting, because this is Michigan's first opportunity to show themselves against the top, 100 team in the country, and
100.
and now they're dealing with this whole cheating thing, and so I think that if I was James Franklin, I'd be like, no, let him coach. Don't freaking martyr the guy. You're going to murder the guy.
Jim Harbaugh will be coaching tomorrow because they've already let the Big Ten commissioner and everybody else know that if there is any kind of penalty, they will be taking them to court. So as soon as the penalty comes down, they got their lawyers ready. They will try to get an injunction, the same as Washington and who else? I think it was Oregon or somebody on the Pac-12 did the same thing, and they were able to play. And you know how slow the legal system can be sometimes. Just look at Trump.
Well, we just have to assume that they're going to give them they'll give them the injunction. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the judge says. Maybe the judge will be a Penn State fan. You never know. All right. Appreciate you, Keith.
Okay.
All right, man. Thank you. Fritz asked about what the scoreboard looked like, the big board looked like for the Grand Trifecta, which, of course, is the VIP package for the TransPerfect Music City Bowl. Kramer leads with 8, but he's circling the drain a little bit. My cousin Vinny has 7. Bama Chris 6. Fritz 5. Tomahawk, David, Mongo, and Martinez have 4. The Phillip, Scotty P, Kyle, Grumpy, Bama Todd, Allison all have 3. Wolverine Dan, who's going to try and get in via text from Europe, where it's the middle of the night now, I think. Wolverine Dan, Redneck Romeo, Phil the Blacksmith, Mad Plumber, LSU Lynch, Jason Harvest, Grimm, Dirty Bird all have 2 points. Paulie also has 3, by the way. So Paulie has 3 in the Cape. All right, we'll get a break. When we come back, some thoughts. Oh, no, check that. Paulie has 4. Paulie has 4 points. Got to move. I got Paulie on here twice. Paulie has 4. When we come back, just some thoughts from last night's Buckhorn game at Mountain Brook that I want to share with you as well. I'm Thom Abraham. This is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You want the right specialist for your recovery. At SportsMed Orthopedic Surgery and Spine Center, we understand every body is different. Your muscles and bones are unique, as is your body. Our SportsMed specialists offer innovative treatments and minimally invasive procedures, allowing you to quickly return to the life you love. Locations in Huntsville, Madison, Athens, and Decatur, and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com. Improving performance, improving lives.
Thom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Are you thinking about home improvements? Well, use your equity now and refi later. Or use your equity to eliminate consumer debt forever, then refi to a lower rate and shorter term when rates drop. North Alabama Mortgage can also help you if you're thinking about buying an investment property or a second home at the lake or the beach or in the mountains. We have great programs to make that happen. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
This is Wes Neighbors sitting here with Philip Love of not only Eagle Insulation, now he represents Eagle Companies. Eagle through the years have added several companies to help individuals or builders through their construction renovation process. Eagle is known to represent quality, efficiency, and professionalism. Philip, I know you do insulation, but do you do masonry?
We do.
Do you do grading, erosion control, and dirt hauled off?
We do.
Do you do afterpaint, which includes shower doors, mirrors, shelving blinds, and bath hardware?
Yes, we do, Wes.
Do you do landscaping and irrigation?
Yes, we do.
So basically, Eagle can help you all along your process of building your house or doing renovations. So do you do plumbing?
We do not, Wes, but we can find somebody to do it.
Just give them time. They'll be there. Anyway, call Eagle Insulation at
256-755-1556.
Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. Call Eagle today.
Thanks, Wes.
The new favorite place for delicious Mexican food is Corralejos Mexican Grill in Huntsville. Check out their reviews on Facebook and you'll see what people are raving about. Enjoy drink specials all day Monday through Thursday, like house margaritas for $3.99 and 12-ounce drafts for $2. Even vegan-friendly entrees on Monday starting at $5. Corralejos Mexican Grill, 1658 Old Monrovia Road in Huntsville. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on their specials.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. If you've been injured and need a lawyer right now, do you know who you really get?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. You want to talk to your lawyer. My clients talk to me.
And me. I'm attorney Justin Lackey. We're the ones that you talk to.
And we're the ones who handle your personal injury case.
And we'll take care of it.
The Lackey Law Firm. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Hi, this is Eli Gold, voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Join us every week for Alabama football right here.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Segment of the Thom Abraham Show is brought to you by Alumni Hall at Bridge Street. You'll find all your Alabama and Auburn gear. Not only tailgating items and cool clothing, Alumni Hall also has great gift ideas for the Alabama or Auburn fan in your family, which everybody has an Alabama or an Auburn fan in their family. So you need to shop at Bridge Street at Alumni Hall, right next to the Kona Grill, across from Connor's Steakhouse is where you'll find them. Look the part. Go to Alumni Hall. A couple of thoughts here before we get to the top of the hour. We got Lee Sterling coming up to kick off hour number 2, and then we're open lines for you guys again the rest of the way. Paulie sent me his tickets. He sent me pictures of his tickets. His ticket for the Dolphins over 9.5 wins is a minus 115 ticket. So according to his ticket, it looks like he put a C note on it, put a hundy on there, and it's minus money though. So the ticket will pay $86 plus the $100, obviously, so $186, but return on his $100 bet. So it's an $86 profit on that. So that's what he's going to make if they go over 9.5. And his ticket on him to win the division is plus 300. And he spent $100 on that ticket, so it's a $300 profit if they win the division. So it's not $1,000. Did I make $1,000? That's not $1,000. Read the ticket. That's the ticket you bought, and then for $100, you put $100 on, or plus 300, you can make $300. That's the way that's going to work. But that would be a good lick anyway. 3-1 is good money there. Last night I was at Mountain Brook. I had never been to Mountain Brook before. Was at Mountain Brook to call the Buckhorn game against the Mountain Brook Spartans. Couple of thoughts. First of all, Mountain Brook is a public school. Buckhorn is a public school. Both 6A schools. When you go to Mountain Brook, If you told me that it was Ensworth High School in Nashville, an affluent private school, I'd say, yeah, that makes sense. Well, think of whatever the most affluent private school you can think of, and that's what would make sense. The amount of investment and money that was poured into that Mountain Brook program, not only for coaches, for salaries, but the facilities were like a small college. I coached at a small college. The facilities were phenomenal. And that Jumbotron they had, Grizz, which I posted pictures of, and had the game on in crystal clear. I mean, it looked like a Jumbotron in the Major League Baseball. It had the game on the whole time. I could have sat there and watched the game on TV. They had it on, regular coverage. Having said all of that, Mountain Brook beat Buckhorn 35-14. Buckhorn's very young, very scrappy, and very well coached. And I was so impressed with the way those kids battled that whole game. They could have kicked out the fence posts in the first quarter, first half, when they went down big. They fought that whole game, never quit. And those seniors all did such a great job. But the young kids as well coming in and doing a tremendous job. At one point, Matt Patterson put his freshman quarterback in and his freshman running back. They scored a touchdown against Mountain Brook's #1 defense. The Bucs are going to be back in a big way in 2024. 6-4 this year. First winning season since 2015. Bucs are going large next year, folks. Book it. Lee Sterling is next. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Chapman Commercial Realty, your source for Alabama commercial real estate. Chapman Commercial Realty has the experience and expertise you're looking for when making commercial real estate decisions. If it's office space, retail space, investment property, or project development, Chapman Commercial Realty is your answer. Call Bill Chapman today at 256-656-8413. That's 256-656-8413. Or find them online at chapmancommercialrealty.com.
Cheeseburger Bobby's has a great new way to feed the family with 2 $30 family packs. The first is the Tenders Family Meal. 20 delicious chicken tenders, fries, and a gallon of tea. The second is 4 cheeseburgers, fries, and a gallon of tea. Your choice, just $30 each. These specials are good for carryout and online orders only. Log on to cheeseburgerbobbies.com to order. And don't forget frozen custard for dessert. Cheeseburger Bobby's, 2785 Carl T. Jones Drive, Huntsville, and at cheeseburgerbobbies.com.
Looking for your next game day party destination? Well, think outside the box and kick back at Flosa Premier. And you may be thinking, isn't that the trampoline place? Of course it is. But it's also the one-stop spot for all things fun. And if kicking back with the boys to watch the game is your jam, then you're in the right spot. Jump or not, Flo tends to all ages, meaning while you sit back and watch the game, but little Jimmy's having the time of his life perfecting that front flip he most definitely wants to show you. You got this, Jimmy. So next time you think Flo, think fun for everyone.
This is Sports. I'm Kevin Winter. Is he coaching or not? That's the only question anyone is concerned with. Is Jim Harbaugh going to be coaching for third-ranked Michigan when the Wolverines visit 10th-ranked Penn State tomorrow? The Big Ten and the University of Michigan exchanging letters earlier this week in relation to the sign-stealing scandal involving the football team. Sources today tell ESPN's Heather Dennis the Big Ten's response to Michigan, which could include discipline, is expected earlier this afternoon. But hey, no rush. Kickoff's only 25 hours from now. Thursday Night Football, if you didn't see it, you won tonight. 1 offensive touchdown. Panthers quarterback Bryce Young made 1 brilliant pass and 3. Well, there really weren't much after that. Panthers kicker Eddie Pinheiro tried a 59-yard field goal to tie it, but he pulled his 9-iron instead of his 6-iron. Came up woefully short. Bears win the game 16-13. Number 11, Louisville rallies to beat Virginia 31-24, keeping alive their outside hopes at an ACC title game appearance.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold-certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Thom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Did you know that average home equity is at an all-time high? But so is average consumer debt. Even though rates are higher now, you can use your equity to pay off your high consumer debt, student loans, etc., then refi when the rates drop. Don't put off that new home purchase. When rates drop, prices will go up. Buy now and get the best price and then refi when the rates drop. This is the time to talk to the experts at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com for more information.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Friday, expect scattered showers. Otherwise, we'll sit under a cloudy sky. High temperatures going to be topping out in the upper 50s for the afternoon. Heading into your Friday night, we'll continue to see mostly clouds. Low temperatures falling into the upper 40s, lower 50s in some areas. We could also see gusty winds as high as 20 miles per hour. I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Listen each Friday to the Woody Anderson Ford High School Football Scoreboard Show, powered by the Huntsville Sports Commission on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
The opinions of Thom Abraham are not necessarily the opinions of the radio station or anybody associated with the radio station or ownership. These are strictly his own opinions, and sometimes they're not even his opinions.
You need to be more like a dog.
Like what you guys are doing. You've got your fingertip on the pulse of your listeners. You guys know what they're talking about.
Be a dog.
God bless the show. You are the Messiah.
We need more dogs.
This is the best show on radio.
The big dog, Thom Abraham, is here with you.
Hey, I see you. Hey, I see you, dog.
So settle in and get your bark on.
That's my dog.
Now live. Here he is, the big dog.
Let's go, baby!
Thom Abraham.
How you doing? 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 How you doing?
Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully. I think you're a psycho.
Do you know who I am?
I mean, that guy sounds like El McPherson farting into Miles Davis' trumpet.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond? Get off my lawn.
I have to drag my Yankee ass out of here.
Welcome back, hour number 2 of the Thom Abraham Show. We kick it off, and this is brought to you by, of course, our good friends at TOC, the orthopedic specialists that pretty much every high school in the region uses. It's TOC Sports, also Alabama A&M, the Huntsville Havoc. They rely on TOC as well, and it doesn't have to be a sports injury. It just could be a work accident, or maybe you're just breaking down a little bit. TOC is the right specialist for you. They are North Alabama's largest medical provider. It's TOC Sports. Stay in the game with TOC Sports. Joining us now, guy does a tremendous job helping us stay in the game. That is for sure. Lee Sterling from ParamountSports.com. Lee, welcome back. How are you?
I'm good. Big weekend again. A lot of huge games for teams, and waiting on Jim Harbaugh. See what. If they're going to lay down a penalty on the coaching staff or him in particular, do you think they should have done it yesterday?
Yeah, what are they going to do, make him stay in the hotel? I mean, you're already at, Penn State, and Penn State's like, oh, don't do it. Oh, don't do it. You're going to murder the guy, really? Right? Really going to murder the guy, and they're going to come out and go absolutely, crazy on us? I mean, I don't know. It makes no sense. But I got to ask you something about...
The NCAA just can't figure it out. They can't get it right.
Well, it's the Big Ten. It's not the NCAA. This is the Big Ten's call. The NCAA has no. They're going to go through the whole process. It's going to take them 3 years to sort it out. He'll be like 2 years.
So when he got the penalty to begin the year, was that from the Big Ten?
That was self-imposed. The Big Ten is the NCAA. Now they went ahead and fell on their own sword and say, well, we're going to suspend them for 3 non-conference games against a bunch of nobodies, and that's where it goes. But I got to ask you. I don't know. We're an Army affiliate, and we got these guys that do an Army show on Wednesday night and all that other kind of stuff. And I didn't think Army had any chance at all. The money line on that game, they were like an 18 or 19-point dog, and the money line was plus 800. Is that Is that as big a money line hit you think all season long? The biggest underdog to actually win outright? Because that was nuts. How did they win that game at 20 points?
There was someone. There was a team. There was one game where it was above 20 points for an underdog won. I just don't remember which team it was. Yeah. But I don't think it was. I don't think it was probably 800 anywhere close to that.
Yeah. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I don't know how the heck that thing ended up going that way, but it did. All right, let's get to the games. These are games that are in our Friday trifecta as well, so there's a lot of people listening that are very interested in that. Last week, the picks that Lee Sterling gave us went 4-0-1 here on the air. And remember, folks, these aren't even necessarily the picks that he would be giving to his clients as the best picks, because these are just picks we're interested in talking about. But these picks may or may not end up, being in the package that you get for each and every weekend. Arkansas is a 2.5 point favorite at home against Auburn. Auburn's been rolling a little bit, and Arkansas found their groove with a new offensive coordinator last week in Gainesville. What do you think about Arkansas as a very short favorite at home against Auburn?
Certainly helps when you get rid of Danino. So I think they were reinvigorated. I don't think when you have a new coordinator, you really know what's going on. Also, the return of Rocket Sanders is big here. They're going to have to play at that type of level again, I think, if they're going to beat Auburn. I think Auburn's defense is way better than Florida's here, and the quarterbacking position becoming stable. I think Auburn figured out who they are. I think they can beat the teams that they are similar to or better than, just can't beat the best of the best. I like Auburn here, 27-21.
LSU, I guess we don't know the full status of Jaden Daniels yet after that vicious shot that he took last week, but they're still a 13.5 point favorite against Florida. What do you got?
At least they do one thing really well. He plays. Even if he doesn't play, it's still better than Florida. They can pass the football.
Mm-hmm.
Florida just doesn't do anything well on offense or defense. I don't like their coaching staff. I don't think these kids are really well prepared, and just I don't like the play calling. And also, you got to play to win, and I just don't see that from the Florida coaches as far as offensive and defensive coordinators. I think they're going to have to make a change. I mean, just bringing over the guys that came with you from Louisiana Lafayette, probably not enough. I'm going to go with LSU. I think they win this game pretty big, 45-21.
According to Eli Drinkwitz,
this is a cigar game. You win this one, you get to celebrate it.
I didn't know that everybody has a cigar game now. Is that what the deal is? I don't know. He bought 150 cigars, Eli Drinkwitz, for this game against Tennessee for his team. He's very confident in his ability to win this game. Tennessee is a short 1 point favorite or so at Missouri. I worry about Missouri's dauber, after getting, their hopes dashed against Georgia. You wonder how they come back off of that. What do you think about Tennessee as a little favorite at Missouri, which is a weird place to play?
Missouri played really well last week. I mean, they have nothing to be embarrassed about. They really took it to Georgia. The problem here is they played a team, and they just couldn't match up the 2 years. They lost. I mean, these games, weren't even close when they played. So, how do you all of a sudden figure out an opponent that just has had your number and scored above 60 points in both wins, and you couldn't even score 30. So sometimes just a matchup. I think talent-wise, they're different teams, but talent-wise they can play with them, but they just don't match up with this 2x2 spread offense here. So it's going to be tough for them to get up and play their B-plus, A-minus game again. I like Tennessee 35-31.
I'm with you on that. All right, so Georgia and Ole Miss here. Georgia was a 14.5 point favorite against Missouri in that game, and they ended up winning by 9. Ole Miss, I think, is a better team than Missouri, and they get 11.5 between the hedges in a game that, these are games that Lane Kiffin tends not to win. It's kind of like James Franklin. They wins a lot of games, but don't win these kind of games. But can they hang, and because Georgia's been awful against the number, can they hang with Georgia here in this game and cover?
So I don't think that the line is going to matter that much. Why do I say that? Whether it's 3 or 13 or anywhere in between. Ole Miss is playing for the win here. And Lane Kiffin knows he needs a signature win. If they're down by, let's say, a touchdown or more and he gets to mid to late in the third quarter, if it's less than 4th and 7 or 8 and he's outside his 40-yard line, he's going for it. I think they need to run to be successful, and it's tough to run against Georgia. I don't think Georgia is anywhere near where they were the last couple of years, but Georgia beat a Missouri team that played really well. I like Georgia. I think they pull away late 34-17. I think the Lane Train still is going to be looking for that signature win.
All right, and at Alabama, the little 11 o'clock in the morning thing in their body clock, I guess 9 o'clock or noon Kentucky time, they come off a very emotional win, but, they really can't afford to take their foot off the gas here, because now not only do they need to win, they got to start building more style points, even though they beat Tennessee and LSU by a couple of touchdowns each. And as they're trying to overcome the stigma of the Texas loss, while Texas is stumbling around to beat K-State by 3, Alabama has to kind of go large, I think, here. But they're a 10.5. We've seen it as high as 11-point favorite on the road at Kentucky. What do you got?
You said it's going to be tough to get up. These kids have been around for 3 years, whether you redshirted a year or you're a freshman and you played and didn't redshirt. You beat Kentucky 63-3. I mean, You think you're taking this game seriously? No way. And coming off the LSU game, it's tough here. I think Kentucky's going to have to throw the ball on first down some, which they don't do a whole lot. They're going to have to get 5, 6, 7 yards. If they end up in third and long situations, that's just not Devin Leary's bag here. I think if they do that, they can stay in the game here. And also, the last 2 times Bama didn't turn the ball over, and again, they didn't turn it over last week again. They had 2 turnovers. I think Bama's going to win this game 27-17, but Kentucky covers. I think it's a trap game. Yep.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
Texas A&M minus 18 against Mississippi State. You got a good feel for this one. How did they get it?
I do. First 5 callers. I really have a strong feeling. You want to get this game for free? Call 800-400-9741. First 5 callers get it on me. 800-400-9741. And how about this? This is the first time, and we rate our games from 10 to 50 units, 15 years, and we're 62-20 on these games. We have ever had 2 40 to 50 unit plays one weekend. We've only had 2 so far this year. I have 2 40 to 50 unit plays, 1 in college, 1 in the NFL, and 5 other strong plays. Normally, you got to be a monthly or season subscriber. I'm going to give it to everyone. You want to hop on board. 7 selections, $117, including these 2 40 to 50 unit plays. Just one place, ParamountSports.com. Biggest weekend ever.
You got my cell number, right? Just saying,
I'm going to text it to you now. All right.
That's Lee Sterling. Go to ParamountSports.com if you missed the number, and it's right there, and you can get the free play and that great deal as well. Lee, I appreciate you as always. Have a great weekend. All right, thank
Sounds
you.
good. Take care.
Lee Sterling. That's tremendous stuff. All right, we're going to get a break. When we come back, we're going wide open on the phones the rest of the show. I know some of you wait till after Lee. You're smart enough to wait. You want to hear what Lee has to say. Some of you like to make your own picks without hearing a handicapper. So if you want to get in, this is a good time to get in. It's Friday Trifecta. We've got all kinds of double bonus picks here for you. You can get as many as 5 points on the big board just this week alone if you can hit these games in this monster Friday Trifecta that we have for you. 256-576-4977 will get you into the show. 256-576-4977. It's the Tom Abraham Show. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
Are you in the market for a recreational vehicle? Do you want to get out and see more of this beautiful country? Well, imagine hearing the laughter of your little ones enjoying gooey s'mores by a cozy campfire and making lasting memories with your friends and family from the comfort of a new camper. We can make your dreams come true at Hall's RV. With over 15 years in the camping business, we know how to get our customers into the perfect camper. We have several models and floor plans here for you to choose from, both new and used. We're family owned and operated with fantastic deals and great service. Everyone wants to work with people they can trust, so come on down to Hall's RV and get the deal of a lifetime. We'll treat you right and get you on the road in the camper of your dreams. Visit us on Highway 431 in Albertville. Hall's RVs, where we sell fun. Or see us on the web at www.hallsrvsales.com.
Injuries at work happen all the time in Alabama. So do motor vehicle and slip and fall accidents. If you're hurt at work or injured in an accident, I want you to call my good friends at Pond Lehocky Giordano. That's Pond Lehocky, Alabama's injury law firm. They got your back just like they've got mine. For personalized legal support, reach out to Pond Lehocky at 855-774-3838 or pondlehocky.com.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
For 50 years, our mission, do the right thing and make long-term decisions. We value our customers, and we invest in supporting you. We use our own technologies to automate, to provide you the best support possible. And we have the strongest guarantees in the industry. I just can't tell you I'm going to provide you great support. I have to prove it to you with my actions.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Isn't the story of the prodigal son an amazing story? Basically, a rowdy boy who literally wished his father dead ran away and consumed his wealth with hard and fast living. Yet the father looked for his return every day, and when the boy got tired of eating pig slop, he decided to return. What did the father do? As soon as he saw that boy, he ran to him, threw his arms around him, and killed the fatted calf for a great celebration. Hey, I'm John Dees, pastor of the Cross Point Church. If you're looking for a church home, come see us, smack dab across the street from the YMCA in Madison.
Are you tired of power outages disrupting your life? It's time for a Generac standby generator from Current Electrical. Storms may rage outside, but inside your family's powered up. So why choose Current Electrical for your generator needs? 1, we offer a wide range of models to suit every budgeted energy requirement. 2, our project managers handle every step of the process: power, gas, permitting, and inspections. 3, our certified technicians install your generator with precision, ensuring peace of mind. Don't wait for the next blackout. Call 256-880-1880 or visit us online at GenSuperstore.com.
Not looking or feeling your best? No energy for the things you like to do? Ready to look and feel younger? Make your appointment at Advanced Life Clinic, one of the region's foremost destinations for patients interested in looking and feeling their best. Specializing in advanced laser treatments and weight loss, male and female rejuvenation to offset the effects of aging, and more. See how Advanced Life Clinic can help you enjoy your life again. Call 256-882-6555 or log on advancedlifeclinic.com.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Friday, expect scattered showers. Otherwise, we'll sit under a cloudy sky. High temperatures going to be topping out in the upper 50s for the afternoon. Heading into your Friday night, we'll continue to see mostly clouds. Low temperatures falling into the upper 40s, lower 50s in some areas. We could also see gusty winds as high as 20 miles per hour. I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This will turn journalism on its ear.
Watch our stream on WZZN TV on Twitch and YouTube.
But you are the greatest hero in American history.
We are 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
The service team at Woody Anderson Ford is not only experts in the service of Fords and other makes. They use genuine Ford and Motorcraft parts on every Ford service job. Tire rotations, wheel alignments, brake jobs, oil changes, engine tune-ups, training work. It's all done from the service department and a Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center. They've got your Ford and other makes covered. I just bought a bumper, an aftermarket bumper, a rear bumper for my Ford F-150 pickup, my Woody Anderson Ford F-150 pickup. I have done a number of things to it since I bought it to kind of beef it up a little bit. I beefed up the wheels. I did wheel wells. I did a couple of other things that, style type things to it. And plus it's got some of our logos on it and things like that. The people that wrap my boat, put that stuff on there. I may wrap the whole truck at some point. I may just go ahead and wrap the truck at some point. But I just love my Ford F-150. I got it from the Certified Gold Pre-Owned Vehicle list. It had under 35,000 miles on it. It was like brand new. My wife was like, well, I thought you were getting a pre-owned vehicle when I brought it home. She said, that's a brand new minted truck. And I go, this is actually a couple of years old with 35,000 miles on it. She couldn't believe it. And I love it. I love it. I was actually looking at some vehicles about, potentially trading it in, before the miles got too high because I'm on the road all the time. And I was like, you know what? This thing still is like new. I can't trade it in. I don't think I'm going to trade it in. I'm going to just hang on to it. And I wanted a beefy back bumper. I wanted a beefier back bumper. I towed a boat around and like a bumper I can jump up on and things like that. So I bought an aftermarket beefy back bumper, and my son and I are going to put that sucker on there sometime next week. That's for sure. Grace, I mentioned the football team and the Bucs last night, and I want to say this too.
Yeah.
And I'm not pandering. This is just a serious note. I saw 11 other teams, right? I saw the 10 teams that we played in a regular season and then a playoff game, which means I saw 11 other marching bands. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Buckhorn Bucks marching band, the Marching Bucks, if you will.
Yeah.
11-0. 11-0.
I mean,
it was amazing. They had 100 players on the Mountain Brook team, and they had all this money over there, and it's very affluent area, Mountain Brook. It's just, all the homes are absolutely beautiful and everything else. 100 players, and I think they had like 40 people in the band. And their band, it was just got dwarfed by the Marching Bucks. And it was, I'm sorry, your Grissom band, I mean, it was cool that the kid could play, a little bit of, he played a little bit of the Freebird there. But your Grissom band, not the Marching Bucks.
Well,
not the lead, not the Generals, not
Lee
anybody.
Is fun, though. I love listening to Lee.
They're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun. There's no doubt there.
Yeah.
And everybody, look, they were good.
Man.
All these bands were good.
Lee's great.
The Bucks are the best marching band that I saw this year. I saw 11.
Right.
I'm saying 11. I saw 12.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I saw them last year when they
really
traveled to play at Milton Frank against Grissom, and you can see it in the stands.
Yeah.
The numbers, not only the numbers, but just the discipline throughout, and just how they carry themselves as a program for sure. Always have.
The only thing I wanted was them to wear their uniforms right from the beginning. That's all.
That's all you were trying to do.
That's the only thing I wanted was I wanted my Bucks marching band, my marching
Bucks. It's a little colder.
To
They
wear,
start doing it.
yeah, they were wearing but I wanted them wearing their uniforms right from the beginning. That was it. I mean, we live in the South. Whatever it is, whatever it takes, this is what it is. We live in the South. It's going to be hot until the middle of October. I just want them to wear the uniforms. That's all I'm going to say. But that was the best band I saw, and I'm a big marching band fan, and that was the best band I saw all year long. All right, back to the lines. in order of the longest wait. I think Brandon might be in Lexington. I think he rented a house in Lexington because real Alabama fans hit the road with the team. Maybe he's not. I may have just made that up. Brandon, welcome to the show. How are you?
No, you did not make that up. Real fans go to road games. But due to commitments to high school playoff tonight and that game being a noon game on Saturday, I ended up having to cancel that reservation because I can't leave here at 2 a.m. or get there at 4 or 5 a.m. and sleep long enough to enjoy the game at noon. So I said, no, I'm good.
I figured you'd be there today. You know, you'd had to been in there on Friday for a nooner Eastern time.
Yeah, and that would have been the plan, but with all that we got going on, like, for instance, my high school alma mater is playing football right now. They're playing a 2 o'clock game on a Friday with a coach
Why?
I wouldn't piss on if he was on fire. And
Why?
Because Mount Vernon has no lights. Every team they play has to play them at 3 o'clock in the afternoon during the regular season, and I don't understand why the GHSA allows this.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Candlelight.
I mean, and it's a holiday. Now, in Georgia, are they celebrating Veterans Day today? Because we always did it on Monday. I mean, it was always Monday you were off for Veterans Day if Veterans Day landed on the weekend. The schools in Alabama are closed today for Veterans Day. What do they do in Georgia?
The agencies over here, if it's on Saturday, you're off Friday. If it's on Sunday, you're off Monday.
All right. What if it's on Wednesday?
So then you're off Wednesday.
Really? Okay, so we always celebrated it on the Monday of the nearest the holiday. It wasn't like, you know, if it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know, you didn't get that day. It was always on a Monday.
Well, it's kind of like Confederate Memorial Day was a holiday, and they could never get the votes to do away with it. So they agreed to move it to the Friday after Thanksgiving and call it, then rename it state holiday. They did that several years ago to get rid of Confederate Memorial Day in April. That was a compromise. And then in addition, they created another state holiday that you get on December 26th. So that was the payoff, a 2-for-1 for renaming.
Grizz, does Alabama still do Confederate Memorial Day?
Not that I know of. I'm not too sure on that. I could.
It was doing it not too long ago. It was not that long. I didn't think it was that long. We'll have to research that.
We were doing it up till 3 years ago.
Yeah, I thought they were doing it not too long ago in Alabama. All right, you ready to get on your picks or what?
I am.
Alabama minus 11.5 at the game that you're not going to be at.
Oh, they're going to cover that. I think
this is Alabama. It's Alabama. And I agree. I would disagree with Lee on that one there. I think that the Alabama's got to put their foot on the gas. They can't afford to let up.
Yeah.
You know, they got to hammer these people. And because now they need a little bit of – I hate that term style points, but if they're going to overcome Texas and Oregon possibly as one-loss teams and look like a better one-loss team, they need to really, you know, look good here down the stretch. Not to mention they beat Tennessee and LSU by, you know, a couple of touchdowns each. You know, I don't know what these people are looking at. Auburn is plus 2.5 at Arkansas.
I don't take Arkansas in this game. I feel like they're going to try to hammer down at the end of the season.
Who big soy?
You know, the funny thing, too, is about that, you know, head-to-head meaning so much, you know, with the committee. This is why, for so many years, people are afraid to play a good non-conference schedule. Because you can play a good non-conference schedule, get dinged by a Texas in the second game of the season with a bunch of young guys and a quarterback starting his third game ever, and it's going to cost you all season long. I mean, this is costing Alabama all season long. If they were playing Ohio State's schedule, Michigan's schedule, you know, the list, or Georgia's schedule, the list goes on and on. If they were playing any of those people's schedule, they'd be undefeated and then they'd still be in the top 4. They'd be 2 or 3 in the country probably. But because they took and played a Texas team and took one on the chin, you know, this is what's happening. And then, of course, the next week with the 16 or 17-0 win, you know, at South Florida.
Well, it stops next year.
Yeah, well, next year it would be a different animal. Ole Miss is plus 11.5 at Georgia.
I think Georgia's going to get them. I love Lane, but I need to see him do it before I can believe he can do it.
You think anything had to do with it, those beasts that Georgia has on their team? Just a little.
Tennessee is -1.5 at Missouri in their first bonus.
Take Tennessee in that game.
I can assure you that the gap is closing.
Kind of widened a little bit there for a minute, and maybe it's going to close again. And Michigan is -4.5 at Penn State.
I think Michigan is going to kick the teetotal hell out of them. They might beat them by 3 touchdowns.
I have no problem cheating. I'm not going to lie. We be playing for good money and bragging rights.
It's Charles Barkley, if you can't tell. All right, Brandon, we got you in.
What kind of bumper did you buy? Did you get a ranch hand?
No, it is a... Where's my paperwork on it? I don't have my paperwork at it. It's not a ranch hand. It's... can't think of the name of it now.
I sold a house the other day for some people that are moving. They got married. Yeah. Both of them had a house moving to North Carolina. Guy had a 2000 F-150. Wife died 4 years ago. It's just been sitting in the carport.
Yeah.
Bought it for $350. Didn't have a dent in it.
Oh, my gosh.
Got it running. We bought the wrap. My son's going to drive it when he starts driving. And we bought the wrap on it, and we're going to wrap it Mossy Oak camouflage.
Nice. I think I'm going to wrap
I might have $1,500 in it.
I think I might wrap my whole truck at some point. I might have my wrap guy just wrap the truck and put the station on there and put the the network on there for Bassmaster Radio and the Bassmaster Radio logo. I'm thinking strongly about doing that. I didn't want a white truck. I wanted a red truck, and my wife insisted on me getting a white truck. I wanted a red truck, and it's a good looking white truck, but I think it would look good wrapped.
My mom had a red truck.
My buddy wraps them. He's got the plotter that cuts all the stuff out for the panels and does that. He does all that here. And I've been shouting at your buddy Classmaster Bassick a little bit on Twitter, messing with him some about some fishing stuff I've seen. So might have to give him a shout out a little bit.
There you go. Good stuff. It is a where is it? No, it's not Red Rock. What is it? What is my bumper? Barricade Extreme. It's a Barricade Extreme HD rear bumper, and it costs a lot more than $350. You get all these good deals. I don't know what's going on with them. All right, Brandon. Appreciate you.
What's wrong with it?
There's nothing wrong with it. Good job by you. Our research team says that Mississippi and Alabama each celebrate a total of 3 Confederate holidays each year. Robert E. Lee Day, Confederate Memorial Day, and Jefferson Davis's birthday, all paid holidays for state employees. So, Grace, did we even know that?
I thought they did I thought they did away with it. That's the reason why I thought Robert E. Lee Day turned into like something else or something. That's the reason why I thought like maybe these holidays got changed because this is of January 2023, the article. And I thought these holidays got changed or something. Like
I don't know if they got changed since January.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought this had been like a discussion before and it had gotten changed. That's the reason why I thought they don't necessarily do it anymore. But it seems like those are the 2 states that celebrate those 3.
Ask the Google machine if Confederate Memorial Day in Alabama is still a state holiday. We don't take any of them off. I mean, we got our 7 or 11 holidays or whatever. We don't. And we got to Christmas and the New Year's on a Monday this year, right? We got to go over our holiday schedule at the next meeting. Remind me, we got to make a note of that. We got to go over our holiday schedule to see who's working when. I know
Christmas
when I'm taking off.
Monday.
Right. And then we have to work around the bowl schedule and things like that. So I know when, you know how that's going to go in the meeting. I'm going to say when I'm going to be off, and then everybody's going to work around that.
Just get a sleeping bag and sleep in the studio. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, you're fine. I mean, you'll get some time off. You need some time off. You know what you should do, Grizz? You should take off when I take off. So I'm going to take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off of the Christmas week. So you should take off when I take off.
I'm sure like that yeah, I probably need to too because I think that Tuesday will probably be somewhere or possibly that Sunday too before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you need to take the days I take. I need to be back. We need to do a Friday show because it's before then the big bowl games on New Year's, and then we got to be back on the 2nd. So we'll be off on the 1st Monday, and then we got to be off on the 2nd, or we got to come to work on the 2nd. We got to do a show on the 2nd because of all of the big games. Now let me go back to the lines. Up next is my cousin Vinny, who is in 2nd place right now on the big board. Vincenzo, welcome in. How are you?
I'm doing well, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. I tried to get Grizz to do that, put odds in there on whether or not Olivia would say yes if he asked her out to lunch. But I think he wants to go out to lunch with Greg Screws more than he wants to go out with Olivia. I'm not sure.
That was the gist of it yesterday. Anyway,
Yeah.
I got to apologize for the grammar that I texted you. I was at a stoplight, and I was going real fast, and I'm not a good texter. So I was at a stoplight. I wasn't driving. I was at a stoplight.
Yeah.
And, the grammar there was a little messed up, but you figured it out, didn't you?
I read it right. I don't read these things verbatim. I know what guys mean when they say it. But they have the thing you can text by voice now. You just hit the little the microphone on there, and you say exactly what you want. You don't have to be pressing buttons.
Yeah, well, that's more screwed up than anything. That doesn't work well for me.
You say one thing and it comes out another one. Yeah.
Question for you.
Yeah.
And I think I heard it on your show. Was it yesterday or the day before? You were talking to somebody. When the rankings came out, it seemed to be resume for like the top 5, 6, 7 teams, 6 teams or so. And then when they got to Texas and Alabama, and it was eye test. Explain to me how that works, Tom. Because
I don't think it's eye test. I don't even think it's eye test. I think it's head to head, and it starts with Washington and Oregon. After the top 5, then it goes to the head to head. They're honoring Washington's win over Oregon, even though Oregon, I think everybody and their brother thinks that was an upset, and that Oregon is a better football team now than what Washington is right now. And they're honoring Texas over Alabama week 2 of the season, even though Alabama has gotten better and better as the season has gone on, and I don't think Texas would want any part of playing Alabama again anytime soon. What I hope is, if in fact, obviously I'd like to see Alabama in the playoff, but if just to say that Texas and Alabama ended up, 5, 6, 6, 7 or something like that, I hope they would throw those 2 teams together and put them in the comp. They wouldn't do it because they played already once. They probably wouldn't do it. But I would love to see, Texas and Alabama playing in a Cotton Bowl. And let's do this again. Run this thing back.
Well, maybe if Georgia doesn't make the playoff, they lay an egg sometime. They'll have Oklahoma and Georgia in some bowl game too. They were supposed to play earlier this year, but for some reason they didn't have to play them.
Which I still can't figure that out because Alabama and Texas, they didn't cancel the Alabama-Texas game, but they canceled the Oklahoma-Georgia game.
And Alabama's strength of schedule has got to be a lot. What's Texas's strength of schedule?
Actually, Texas's strength of schedule right now sits at number 10 in the country. Alabama's that's not bad. No, Alabama's strength of schedule is number 1 right now.
Well, there you go.
Michigan's strength of schedule before they play Penn State is number 71. Ohio State is 27. Yeah. Georgia's strength of schedule is 69 right now.
Well, okay.
So there you go.
But apparently that doesn't matter. So
Alabama is 4-1 against the top 30 teams. The only other team in the country that's even played 5 top 30 teams is K-State, and they're 2-3 against those teams. Most of all of the other teams are 1-0, 2-0. Texas is 3-1. Got to give them credit. They're 3-1 against the top 30. Alabama's 4-1 against the top 30. Nobody's playing a schedule like they are.
No, they're not. But hey, it wouldn't be the first time. I don't know.
It'll straighten out.
Hopefully Alabama will run the table, and then we got a whole nother a different conundrum going there. Because,
there's no world out there. There's no world out there where a 12-1 SEC champ is not in a playoff. It's impossible. There's no world. There's no. I don't care if it's Georgia or Alabama. There's no world where the 12-1. Let's say Georgia were to get upset this week and then turns around and runs the table, beats Alabama in the SEC championship. They're 12-1 SEC champ. There is not a world out there where the 12-1 SEC champ is not in the playoff. I can't imagine it. I don't care how many undefeated teams are. Can't imagine it.
Totally agree, but you've had some guys on here that think that Alabama would be left out. I don't believe it, but
they're wrong. Yeah.
I think
they
you're
could
right.
be wrong. I mean, they can have an opinion about it. I'm not that guy that hangs up on a guy or yells at him or screams at him. I just, you're wrong, and we'll see.
Anyway, let's play some football here or some
all right.
Whatever we're doing.
Come on, Chris.
Bama.
I'm just messing, Vinny. That was me.
Oh,
I know it was.
Bama is minus 11.5.
Alabama, roll tide. 63.
Roll all over their ass.
How many would you say? 63. Not again.
Isn't that what the guy before you said? Is that what was it? Lee Sterling said.
I think
Alabama's
it was
going to win 63-3.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be 63-3, but I thought they drubbed them the last time they played them. But Auburn is plus 2.5 at Arkansas.
So they're getting 2.5.
Auburn's getting 2.5.
Auburn.
We are Auburn.
Ole Miss is getting 11.5 at Georgia.
Ole Miss.
They had 6 first-rounders. We had 2 draft picks.
I love that cut. I just love that cut. Tennessee is minus 1.5 at Mizzou.
I think Georgia beats Missouri twice this week, so I'll take Tennessee.
I can assure you that the gap is closing.
And Michigan is minus 4.5 at Penn State.
Michigan is minus 4.5 at Penn State. Let's go with Penn State. Maybe James Franklin will win one.
I'm standing here on the Tom Abraham patio.
All right, only second time Penn State's gotten a shout-out on the air. All right, Vinny, we got you in.
Okay, hey, Tom, have a great weekend. You too, Grizz. Bye-bye now.
Thanks, sir.
I've completely forgotten what Vinny's name is. He's just my cousin Vinny now. That's one of the great handles of all time. We'll tell the story of how he ended up being my cousin Vinny, but it's one of the great handles of all time. So much so, I mean, at some point in time, this guy, like his family members and stuff, will start calling him Vinny. He's like an honorary Italian now, my cousin Vinny. Have we heard from Karen before? I'm not sure. Karen is up next. Karen, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Tom, got a quick question.
Yeah.
Do you know if the station's going to do the Toys for Tots at Flow this year?
Yes. Okay. We are going to be doing it. We got to get all our socials together on it and start making our announcements. But it's December 14th. Rambo Marine will be there with their boat. Eagle Installation is sponsoring it along with Talent Heating and Air. It will be on December 14th, beginning at 5 o'clock at Flow. Bring the kids, and any toys valued at $20 or more get you a free ticket for the kids to play on all the trampolines and do all that kind of stuff. Plus, we'll have food from Bubby's. I think I might have just told Bubby something that he doesn't know, but we'll have food from Bubby's.
No, that is
hopefully.
Confirmed, by the way. I texted you yesterday. I'm pretty sure about that.
I didn't see it, but okay.
Okay.
So we got food from Bubby's. Bubby's Diner is going to be feeding everybody free food, and all you got to do is bring a gift for a child. And last year we had quite the pile of toys, and we're looking to have even more this year.
All right. Tell your listeners, or if they're listening, Costco's got the best toys, and they put them on sale. They rotate them. And I go in every week. Every week I go in, and I just pick one, put it in a cart, throw it upstairs, and
nice.
Makes it easy. Hey, can I do a shout out to my husband, my veteran of 21 years? Yeah, I know he's driving around the truck listening. He always listens to your show. For 21 years, U.S. Army, Legion of Merit recipient, and a whole bunch more. I'm very proud of him.
All right, so a shout out to him. Can we get like a first name at least? We can give a little shout out to what's his name?
Sure, he's a retired warrant officer, and his first name's Barry.
There you go. That's for Barry. All right, good. We appreciate your service, Barry. Thank you very much. All right, Karen. Hopefully
All right,
we'll
thanks,
see you at the
Tom.
party. Hopefully we'll see you guys
All
out
right.
at the party. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Appreciate it. As we said earlier, all the veterans out there, a number of veterans have called, people that we don't know are veterans. And really, let's add, Crawdad to that list, Joe Ross, all the guys that are involved with the Crawdads Countdown to Kickoff.
Steve Cripey, Tom Economy.
Steve Cripey.
They do a great job on that
Tom.
show. So
all of those guys, we give them all some love because we really appreciate what they've done for our country and their service to our country. So to all the veterans that are listening, we give you a shout out. We'll get a break. We'll come back. More of your calls next on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Did you know the state's top-ranked private school is here in Huntsville? What about one of the nation's few Orton Gillingham Academy accredited schools? At Randolph School, our experienced teachers and coaches challenge and nurture students as they prepare for college and life. Our pre-K through 12 school includes Green Gate School at Randolph, serving students with dyslexia. Parents, we know that you are your child's biggest advocate, and we invite you to explore your education options. Schedule a tour at randolphschool.net.
Hey there, Bob Baumhauer here to enjoy another great football season with y'all. And guess what? The salmon are running, so make sure you try our delicious lemon garlic salmon. And for you land lovers, try our sizzling char grill flat iron Callaway steak, complemented with our special shrimp etouffee. And you'll definitely want to tackle our Alabama hot chicken, smothered in our zesty and tangy immune-boosting special Alabama hot sauce. Baumhauer's legendary fun and legendary food.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. If you've been injured and need a lawyer right now, and pick up the phone to call, one you've seen on a billboard or on TV begging for your business, do you know who you really get?
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. You want to talk to your lawyer. You don't want to reach a call center, not in some office 100 miles away. With the Lackey Law Firm, that never happens. My clients talk to me.
And me. I'm attorney Justin Lackey. We're the ones that you talk to. We're the ones that you meet with.
And we're the ones who handle your personal injury case. You want to talk to me? You just call me.
And we'll take care of it. You worry about getting well. We'll take care of the rest.
The Lackey Law Firm.
And I'll go you one better. If you can't come to us, we'll come to you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Do you have discomfort in your legs? Varicose veins can affect not only how your legs look, but how they feel. Symptoms of varicose veins include pain, swelling, aching, heaviness, and fatigue. Dr. Tracy Lowry of Best Vein Care of Huntsville can diagnose and treat your varicose veins with the latest minimally invasive techniques. Diagnosis and treatment is covered by most insurances. Call 256-715-7151 to schedule your free screening. Go to bestveincarehuntsville.com.
Built to win.
Ball game! Alabama wins!
Built for championships.
Heading for the pylon. Get the race. Wins the race. Touchdown, Alabama.
Built by Bama. The Crimson Tide play here. Join us Saturday as the Crimson Tide head to Lexington to battle Kentucky. Our coverage begins at 8 a.m. on your home for Alabama football.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Thom Abraham here for my friends at North Alabama Mortgage. Are you thinking about home improvements? Well, use your equity now and refi later. Or use your equity to eliminate consumer debt forever, then refi to a lower rate and shorter term when rates drop. North Alabama Mortgage can also help you if you're thinking about buying an investment property or a second home at the lake or the beach or in the mountains. We have great programs to make that happen. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
You'll love the expanded wine selection at Liquor Express. From special occasion to everyday table wines, they've got what you need. Meet your friends at the largest tap wall in Alabama with 105 rotating selections. Then take home a growler full of your favorite or choose from our 1,000 canned or bottled beers. Need help stocking your bar or planning your party? Liquor Express has a knowledgeable, professional in-house staff that can assist you with anything from your bar to the planning of your special event. Visit liquorexpress.net for tasting specials, giveaways, and classes.
From the Fox 54 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Emily Owen. For this Friday, expect scattered showers. Otherwise, we'll sit under a cloudy sky. High temperatures going to be topping out in the upper 50s for the afternoon. Heading into your Friday night, we'll continue to see mostly clouds. Low temperatures falling into the upper 40s, lower 50s in some areas. We could also see gusty winds as high as 20 miles per hour. I'm Fox 54 meteorologist Emily Owen on your home for ESPN Radio 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You know, this process is all about talking ball.
Listen to Talkin' Ball with Scott Tyson and Drew DeArmond.
What did they want privacy for? To just start talking ball.
Every weekday morning, wake up with Scott and Drew. It's Talkin' Ball. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Segment of Tom Abraham Show is brought to you by our good friends at Valley Equipment Rental. Valley Equipment Rental will get you hooked up with the equipment you need this afternoon. Get the equipment you need for the weekend, and it's not due back until Monday at 8 a.m. It is the greatest deal in the history of equipment rental. Hey, I've been around equipment rental my whole life, okay? My dad's a contractor, so I've been around this stuff my whole life. This is a great deal. And I've been around equipment rental companies my whole life, and I've never seen one as efficient and that keeps their equipment in as good gear, and it has as many selections as Valley Equipment Rental. This is a true story now. I mean, I've been around these places back going all the way to Admar Equipment in upstate New York to All-Star Equipment in Florida, where my dad's company is now, and none of them beat what I see out of Valley Equipment Rental and Ross Robertson, his team, and they do a tremendous job over there. They've got everything you need. Just give them a holler, and they'll get you hooked up. 2 locations, North and South Parkway. Phil the Blacksmith is up. Phil, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great, sir. How you doing?
I am fantastic.
That's great. Let me get in on your picks here right quick.
All right, we got Alabama minus 11.5 at Kentucky.
I believe the Tide going to roll this weekend. Let's go Alabama.
You're going to go with the Tide rolling?
Roll all over their ass.
Well, we're giving that one then. Auburn is plus 2.5 at Arkansas.
I'm going to go Arkansas.
Who big soy?
I don't think they say it like that exactly, but maybe they do. Ole Miss is plus 11.5 at Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia's got pretty good players.
Have you ever been, Grizz, to Arkansas?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. Arkansas, Alabama, 2018, they do that, woo, and they do the
first
little
time I
spirit
saw
fingers.
it was 2004, I think. You know, when they had Peyton Hillis and they had the quarterback, the big tall drink of water quarterback there, and then they had the running backs, you know, with the Darren McFadden and those guys, and Felix Jones and Darren McFadden. What was the quarterback's name? The big strokey kid. He ended up being a tight end at Jacksonville. What the heck was his name now? I'm drawing a blank. And yeah, the first time I saw it, I remember I looked over at Dan Schwartzman. I'm like, what in the hell are they doing? I mean, is this how you really call a hog? I mean, come on. Tennessee is minus 1.5 at Mizzou.
I'm going to say Tennessee.
I can assure you that the gap is closing.
All right, and in second bonus pick, Michigan is minus 4.5 at Penn State.
Dang it. I guess Michigan.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And so they're trying hard.
Do you know who that is, Grizz? On that cut?
That last one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's Joe Montana. He was talking about Bill Belichick. Back in the day, but I thought, oh my gosh, this is perfect. And then the way he laughs and he says they're trying hard. All right, Phil, we got you in.
Appreciate you.
All right, thank you. So, Grizz, it's been a long week. You know what I mean? If some weeks are just long weeks, this has been a long week for me. I mean, I'm knocked down 60 hours already. It's been a long week. And I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do after the show today. Because I got multiple options. I'd probably spend maybe one more hour in the office.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that I can work on some budget stuff. You know, we're getting near the end of the year. I can kind of look at some sales numbers and see if there's, whose bonuses are going to get paid and who's not and things like that. So I can work on that stuff a little bit. Choice 2 is that I can go outside and rake the leaves. I got and blow the leaves around. I got 2 big maple trees in the front of the property, and it's like 3 inches thick now with leaves. And I probably need to get those picked up at some point in time.
No, you got to do it. Yeah, I'd do it now, and if you could do it like at least one other time in the next couple weeks too. Yeah, too. So just so you, because I always hated it in my front yard until my parents cut down the tree in the front yard. So many leaves, it was just awful. So I mean, I was smart and always cut the grass with the lawnmower. So I cut the leaves with the lawnmower, and then I raked it and blew it into a big pile, and then I put it into
but aren't
trash
they easier
trash bags?
Aren't they easier to rake if you don't cut them?
Yeah, but I mean, like you make the mulch up, it makes the ground.
Mulch them up?
Yeah. Then
I'm gonna
you
do
make
that.
it smaller. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Especially if you have a bagger on your lawnmower.
If I had a bagger, forget about it.
Yeah.
If I had a bagger, I don't know why I don't have a bagger. I'm sitting there buying a $1,000 bumper for my truck. Why don't I buy a bagger for $200? Third choice is I go in the barn and futz around because that's my happy place.
Yeah.
My happy place is the barn, and I can continue to futz around with fishing equipment and stuff and maybe my tools and organize some things. I'm an organizer. I might go in the barn and futz around. My wife's not going to be home until 6 o'clock. I'm going to do leafs and futz around, and I'm going to spend one more hour in the office, and then I'm out of here. I need some chill time. And I'll listen to Paul Feinbaum because he's up next. By the way, Bama and Indiana State on our air tonight. Have a great day, everybody.
Great food and the best live entertainment is what it's all about at the Furniture Factory Bar and Grill. Head to downtown Huntsville every